White boy no millionaire, dude. White boy's made $1 million since the podcast show. Like, I don't know if you know, white boy been hitting that fucking stock market up, buying the right shit. I don't think DSP's a millionaire. If DSP was to give up YouTube and Twitch right now, keep in mind his Twitch makes $100,000 a year, right? How was him giving up $100,000 a year job and going and working at the grocery store for $15,000 to $21,000 a year going to get him out of debt? I don't understand that concept. Why am I not rich then? Fat and lazy. It's just like this. People tell me to get a real job, dude. Like I make double the average income of my area doing this. So it's kind of hard to say, like, let's walk away from it. I do hate streaming, but like I'm hoping one day I'll find something I enjoy and I enjoy doing, and people will interact with me. Like, there's always a hope that things will fall in line. Like, I don't like getting on Rainbow and being pissed off, and like people that do join me to throw my rank and then make fun of me because I'm not a certain rank because people join to throw. And I hate getting team killed and I have to play with 5 stacks all the time, and because I like Rainbow. I like playing the game. I like when I'm wearing a 5 stack and winning. It's one of the funnest things I can do gaming. But that doesn't always work out that way. Lead lane crisis. I've been on both sides of the fence, dude. I've worked 48 hours on average, and usually that 48 ended up being like 56. Working 12s in a fucking steel mill with hot fucking 4,000 degree Fahrenheit metal in my face all day. My hard hat was fucking melted. And like, it's a whole different ball game streaming all day and dealing with cabin fever versus like going out and working. Like, there's things you do at work that you don't get to do at home. Like, you get to conversate, you get to have friends, you get to talk to people, you go out and do stuff, you plan things, you're more in tune with life. If you notice any given thing, like any person that's done this for a long period of time, that are vocal with any of their fans, that all of them get depressed. Dan's Gaming, Boogie, me. I guarantee you Woody's gotten depressed as well. Kyle's gotten depressed. I mean, Kyle put a lot of weight on recently. That's straight depression. They might not say it, but you can see the signs of depression. And when I see other people, I see the signs of depression. Because, like, the high of, like, creating the business and the income, all that can only last for so long, right? Like, it about 4 years, right, is about the quota. After year 4 of a channel success, that 5th year is when you start getting depressed. Like, because I think Biggie Small said it best: more money, more problems. And like, if you allow yourself, like for example, Phil's a great example of more money, more problems. He made lots and lots of money, but he managed it poorly. He bought not 1 but 2 houses. He leased BMWs. You know, he got a brand new Toyota Corolla, which, granted, if you like cars, but get you a fucking car. But don't have 2 mortgages when you buy a car, right? Having 2 house payments will fuck anybody up. And then you got girls that come in that pretty much leech off of you, right? You know, girls that come in that have no job skills, have no training, don't really have any prospects in life other than you. That's another leech on your income. I mean, I made those mistakes. Don't look at me like, oh, you did the same thing. Yeah, I made those mistakes. But you got to correct the mistakes when you make them. Sometimes you got to learn in school of hard knocks. You got to date somebody that you want to build with. Like, if you catch a good girl and she's a good girl, you keep her. You do what makes her happy. A lot of guys will get in relationships with people that they feel like is under them metaphorically, strictly because it's easy. Because they feel like they're in a position of power. And it's hard to be in relationships where you're not in a position of power. But a relationship without power positions is a healthier relationship. Right, you don't have to date somebody to be happy either. You should be happy with yourself first and foremost. Are you still working your role as the producer from Big Time Rush? I don't know what that is. I never tried to use my fiance for healthcare. You guys are confusing with you guys are confused with troll video edits. What I was asked was, why would you get married? That was the question I was asked. And I listed off reasons to get married. They didn't say, why are you getting married? As me, personally. But that doesn't matter. All that's behind me now. Another part of my life ruined by streaming. Phil is just emotional. Like, honestly, he's a creature of emotion and habit. Like, Phil's not, there's nothing esoterically bad about Phil. Right? Like, he gets frustrated. He doesn't communicate well when he gets frustrated. I feel you. I'm in the same fucking boat, right? But Phil just doesn't have that disconnect where it's like, oh, maybe these guys were right. Maybe I shouldn't do this. You know, Phil's not a bad person. Like, being broke or being in debt doesn't make you a bad person. You know? Phil's just living the life he knows with the best judgment that he knows about, which is his own, because his own judgment is what has always guided him through life. Phil is not a bad person. You can't convince me Phil's a bad person. You know why? Because real bad people kill people. Real bad people sell drugs. Real bad people do bad things, right? Panhandling on the internet doesn't make you a bad person. Like, dudes that steal Valor in the malls are worse than DSP. Most bankers are worse than DSP. I don't care if DSP... Like, here's the point that people don't get. I don't care if DSP makes fun of me. You know why? Because it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. So it's just like PKA making fun of me at this point. If PKA goes and does a fucking rant on me that will end all rants, they call me a fat piece of shit, that I'm a loser in love, and blah, 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 blah. You know how that affect me? Zero. Not a damn thing. My sub numbers won't change. My viewership probably will go up. And all it can do is actually probably put money in my pocket. That's, I mean, like, only downside it would come with me is it'll take a little more hit on my mental, like, health, in the form of, like, somebody will copy it from Reddit and send it to my Reddit account. It is what it is. Well, going at DSP for leasing BMW, you leased BBWs. No one's judging you. Why do you think you judge Phil? Because I know the reason Phil might dislike me or ban me or whatever it might be is mainly because people harass him to the point that he's tired of hearing it, and he thinks the simplest way to get rid of that is to never say my name, never have me go in his chat, so on and so forth. It doesn't fucking matter. BBW's Big Beautiful Woman. That's what it stands for, Drew. You guys throw this term around, real job. Since Kat has the real job and Phil doesn't, let Phil get unemployment and see how bad their life goes down. Life is about making ends meet. You know, do what you got to do. You guys should listen to fucking Joey Diaz. That's what you guys need to do. But I'm gonna step on out here. It's almost dinner time here. It's like 5:30. So I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, clean the kitty boxes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you guys later.